Was I seriously muted that whole time? Okay. Um, I'm bro. Yeah. Well, I was changing the description at first, and I'm not sure why it's doing what it is doing right now. With the overlay here. Let me fix all this stuff here. This computer still loading slow. Other than the computer that we have Radar running on right now, we have Radar running on a faster computer, so that way Radar is not laggy whenever I am looking at Radar. So I apologize for the muted mic here, but let's go ahead and do a little bit of a briefing right now. We actually do have a observed tornado warning in LA. This is a closer um, look at it if it will load. Um, Hold up, guys. This computer's low key like crashing right now. There we go. Here's a closer look at our storm. That is actually an observed tornado warning. Welcome in, Kason. But yeah, I think it actually just expired. Yeah, it did. But back up here in Maryland, we do have two tornado warnings. Nothing too severe, but it's definitely a threat as of now. Um, so yeah, it does have a little bit of rotation, nothing crazy, no CC drop or anything like that. We'll go ahead and turn off the outlooks here. Um,
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning for those areas. Okay, thank you, Eater or Cam, whatever you want me to call you. But yeah, we do have a tornado warning. This is radar indicated headed towards parts of Baltimore in Maryland. Here is what it is looking like for now. What I am saying, and the radar will be a little bit delayed, guys. I do apologize for that. The max hail size is 0.75 inches. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. This is radar indicated, meaning that there is no tornado warning, or there is no tornado on the ground. So it is not dropping a tornado as of now, as of what I have seen on the cameras and everything like that. But we are keeping a close eye on it, and we'll be letting y'all know whenever something severe occurs. It's obviously still severe, but it's not as severe as it could be. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and do one thing real fast here. I'm also going to turn on the background music, but I'm going to turn it down unlike last stream where I just left it freaking full blast and I was attempting to talk over it, and it literally was you could not hear me you could not hear me at all. So yeah. Yep. Thank you, Eater. Let me go ahead and text a few different people here. Really got an ant on me right now. So, yeah, there's a few things happening right now, but it's gonna be all right. Like I said, I'm still undergoing an ant invasion. It's not as severe as it was, but it is still an ant invasion. So, an ant invasion's an ant invasion, if you know what I mean. Let me pull up something here real fast. Let me bring a new tab over here. New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for whatever that is. tornado watches and stuff. So yeah, give me just a second here, guys. I'm trying to do something and get it all pulled up here.
A new tornado warning
has been issued for parts of Carroll and Howard, Maryland counties. So yeah. Alright, guys, give me just a second here. Trying to double check our tornado watches. All right. Hold up, guys. Okay, so take a look back at our radar here. I was trying to see if we had any new reports, but as of now, we do not have any reports. So here we go. Parts of here's our counties here. Tornado warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For South Central Carroll and North Central Howard counties. This is in effect for another 5 minutes here. This is just radar indicated rotation, meaning that there is no tornado on the ground, but we have spotted some rotation on radar. This does carry with it some pretty strong winds, and there is no CC drop. But that does not mean that there is no damage anywhere. We'll take a look back over here at this little cell here in Connellsville or something like that. A little bit of rotation, some stronger winds, and then we'll zoom out here and head back down over here where I want to look at on these storms. Here we go. Okay, GWX. And then, yeah, there is this storm right here in Columbus, which this actually did occur yesterday where we had a tornado in Columbus, and there is a threat of another potential tornado in Columbus today. There is no really debris signatures in this storm here. However, there is the threat of some scattered supercells, especially in Mississippi and Louisiana. As we move on to the next few hours or so, I believe that our main tornado threat up for the north is sort of starting to die down, but as we move on later on into the night, things will sort of start to fire up down here in all of these areas here. So yeah, that is sort of my little prediction here for all these areas that I've mentioned, especially for the south, and for our severe weather threat today. Nothing too crazy is occurring as of now, but we are continuing to keep an eye on these storms on the radar here, as they are causing a threat for some severe weather. Let me go ahead and do one thing real fast here. Let's see here if I can do something. Let me know how many of y'all are still in chat.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay, new tornado warning. For the following counties I'm about to list here. This might not be the new one. I think this is the new one here. We have some radar indicated rotation. This was located at 6:11 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which was just about 2 minutes or so ago. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Lake Opilia National Wildlife Refuge, refugee or something like that, or 11 miles north of Bordellenville, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. So yeah, that is one of our threats for today. Let me go ahead and do something real fast. Alrighty. So there's nothing too crazy occurring right now, but there is obviously these threats. Our main concern for right now is this tornado warning here in Am I going crazy? Louisiana. Whew. We'll take a look. Is there still one in Maryland? Yep, there is. So there is a tornado warning in parts of West Friendship, Alpha, Driver, Cooksville, Inwood, and Glenwood, which just expired, as well as parts of Mayfield as well. In Maryland, so that did just expire, and the only tornado warning now is down here in Louisiana. So once this one will be allowed to expire, this will go straight to just a severe thunderstorm warning in the United States. So yeah, that is what we have seen right now. Mainly just this tornado warning down here, as well as a special weather statement stating that a strong thunderstorm will impact west central Concordia and southwestern Catahoula parishes through 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:04 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Lake Ophelia National Wildlife Refuge. Oh my gosh, I hate this person. Hold up, guys, I'm having to deal with this bot in chat. We'll highlight this for y'all real fast though. All right. Let's see here. All right, guys, give me just a second here. All right, give me just a second, chat. All right, chat. If you're just now tuning in here, we are tracking this tornado warning in Louisiana. I apologize for that. What's up, Sydney? Welcome in. Let me move this back a little bit so I can see chat. All right. So yeah, there is a tornado warning for yo, welcome in, Catwoman from Lawrence County, Mississippi. Let me give you a little briefing of your area real fast. Lawrence County, Mississippi. Go here. Pretty sure that's not Mississippi.
A new tornado warning has been
A
issued.
new tornado warning for parts of Baltimore City, Maryland. Here, I will be right back to your little briefing here for your area, but let me first go check in on this tornado warning for those who are involved in this. So yeah, a tornado warning has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center, or the National Weather Service. Let's see here who issued this. The National Weather Service in Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. Let's see here. So yeah, here's what it is looking like right now. If you are in this tornado warning, please seek shelter on the lowest floor of an interior room in your home, or like on the lowest floor of your home or building in an interior room. If you are in a car, please do not park under an overpass. It will only make your problems worse. By blocking your view and pretty much just getting under a gigantic wind tunnel and stopping the people behind you from being able to get to their destination. Please pull off to a local gas station, and if you are in the middle of nowhere, get in a low-lying ditch somewhere. Now back to your briefing, Catwoman, for Lawrence County, Mississippi. There we go. I spelled it right this time. Okay, so I'm not sure if you were on the eastern side or western side. Not gonna really ask you for that, but you do have you have either been going through or you have a pretty strong storm headed towards your area. Assuming you're in one of these areas, yeah. So you just had, if you were on the more eastern side or the more western side. The more western side is honestly getting some decent, Pokemon Damon Pickard. But, or Damon Pickard, however you say that. But yeah, on the west, if you're on the western side, then you have already gone through this. This does carry with it a probably like 0.75 inch hail, maybe up to golf ball sized minimum as of now. And if you were on the western side of this, you could be seeing a tornado, honestly. Or the eastern side of this is what I meant to say. This does have a little bit of rotation right here, which is what we are watching as of now, as a little threat here, just to the south, just to the southeast of Monticello, or however you say that. So yeah, that is a little briefing for your area. You will be going through this if you are on, or you will be going through this storm if you are on the eastern side of this, and it will hit you pretty hard. But if you were on the western side of this, you've already gone through it and you know what it will pack. But this will bring some pretty strong thunderstorms. So yeah, I'm in the town, and I told my mom I wouldn't be surprised if the storm became a tornado later down the line. Yeah, this storm honestly does pose with it a tornado threat. We are watching in this area here, based off of reflectivity, a little bit of rotation here, and the same thing is showing up just to the north of this, and velocity. There is no CC drop, meaning that there is no debris in the air as of now. CC drop pretty much just means that there is unmeteorological items in the sky. So that is a little briefing for your area. If you are closer to ARM, or if you've already gone through this, you've already gone through this, then you will be all right. You won't have more storms until probably the next 30 minutes or so, but I will say you do have a tornado warning just to your west here, and this is the same line of storms that will be hitting you later on. So if this line of storms manages to make it up your way, then it could potentially produce a tornado as well as it moves through Monticello and Prentiss.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
A new tornado warning for whatever that is in Louisiana. It's kind of hard for me to read because it's so small on my screen. Alright, we will go check out that new tornado warning wherever it is at. Okay, that's the Maryland one. I'll go here. I'm assuming this is just it. I'm assuming it's just an updated. Yeah, this was an updated tornado warning that we have already had in effect. It's honestly starting to fall apart in my opinion here. But yeah, it will be a tornado producing storm later on in the day. He passed you already. Alright. So you will have this line of storms hitting you later on within the next 30 to 45 minutes or so as they move up towards Monticello from parts of Marksville, Louisiana, as it moves through Natchez, but it's sort of moving more to the east. I'm not saying this is scary, but it will be heading more towards your area as it is not heading as far north as it is to the east. Sorry guys, I just got a text. So, yeah. But, yo, welcome in, Team Titan. Let me catch up on chat here. Keeping an eye out. Yeah, make sure to stay in the stream, or if you have places to be, just make sure to tune back in the stream within the next 30 minutes or so, as this will be hitting you over here in Monticello as a pretty strong tornado-producing history storm. As it moved through Louisiana. But yeah, you do have a little storm that has just passed you, which does have the potential for a tornado as we look at velocity here. It has sort of started to fall apart since the last time I mentioned this right here. Since the last scan here, we will take a look at the last scan now. So if we go back one scan here, if we go back a few scans, it has had a history of some light to moderate rotation, especially back over here as it was moving on into your area. But with our most recent scan, we did have or 2 scans ago, we did have a decent area of rotation just to the south of Monticello. Oh man, you're gonna have severe weather tonight. Probably.
A new tornado warning has been
New
issued.
tornado warning. This is just upgraded for Baltimore City and Baltimore, Maryland. Let me see here. How do I want to let me tune in here. Okay, so us here in Russellville. This will be moving up. Hold up. I'm assuming that we might get hit by this tornado-producing storm down in Louisiana as it moves up to the northeast. It's sort of set on track, just the way that things are laying out, to sort of head more toward the east and then rocket north. I think it will probably go more towards the Coleman, Gadsden, Huntsville, Birmingham area, as well as parts of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I don't think it will hit Russellville as hard, but it will come up towards us, especially these ones too here. As we move throughout the day here. It may even go through parts of Florence, Alabama as well. We'll take a look back down here in Louisiana at this tornado warning, which expires in 2 minutes. It does not really have any strong signs on velocity or correlation coefficient here. But yeah, make sure to be watching out, Catwoman, as you will be in effect later tonight, within the next 30 to 45 minutes. We do have a special weather statement in place for Columbus, Mississippi, which I actually did cover a tornado warning for yesterday in Columbus, Mississippi. in which went through parts of Tuscaloosa as well. I believe that was March 9th, actually. But yeah, we did have one down here yesterday as well, I believe. Wow, that soon. Honestly, yes. Within the next 30 to 45 minutes, this... Hold up. This tornado-producing storm, which, like you said, you are up here in Monticello. These are moving at about... 35 miles an hour. So however long it would normally take to drive to Marksville, Louisiana, is how fast it will be up towards your area. If you're taking the back roads normally, this will be headed up about 35 miles per hour to potentially even 40 miles per hour in the tornado area. We do have a new update from yesterday's severe weather event. We have a confirmed 6-inch sized hail, and an 8-inch sized hail is unofficial, but we do have a 6-inch sized hail. Our U.S. world record is currently 7.8 inches, and we have somebody claiming to have an 8.1-inch hailstone, which is being kept in a local freezer until the people can come out and confirm that. So that is our latest report from yesterday. We have had 3 confirmed EF1 tornadoes from last night that did touch down on the ground. Unfortunately, we have at least 2 fatalities from these storms. You're welcome, Catwoman. But yeah, there is also that tornado that went through parts of Kankakee, Illinois, all the way through Knox, Indiana, which has yet to be surveyed. So there's a little bit of an update from what has occurred yesterday. We will take a look back up here at our tornado in Maryland, as the tornado warning down here in Marksville has been allowed to expire in Louisiana.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
This tornado warning has been issued and is not covering as many population here. This does include all parts of central Baltimore City and northeastern Baltimore City. So if you are in any of these areas, or like over Towson or Pikeville, this is moving east at 50 miles per hour. So yeah, there is a threat of a tornado touching down on this storm here. We have had unofficial reports of some power lines downed in these areas, meaning that there is some strong winds in the storm. According to this here, we can see hail sizes of up to 0.75 inches, which is almost golf ball sized hail. So this will cause damage to anything in its path here. But this dangerous storm will be near Baltimore, Towson, Parkville, Kearney, Perry Hall, Rossville, that word, Timonium, White Marsh, Hampton, and Lutherville, Timonium around 7:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is in about 4 minutes or so. Take cover now and move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. If you are in the middle of nowhere and have nowhere to pull off to, such as a gas station, please pull over and lay in a low-lying ditch, as it sort of just protects you. Because the tornado cannot sweep you up from inside of a ditch. As how fast it is moving, it will just go straight over the ditch. If you're just now tuning in here, we are tracking this severe tornado warning in parts of Maryland, including Lutherville, Hampton, parts of Riderwood, Ruxton, and Towson. This does include the Delaney Valley Estates, the Carver Center for Arts and Technology, George Washington Carver Center for Arts and Technology as well. This does include the Dental Excellence, the BMW of Towson. See here, the Baltimore County Detention Center, as well as the Mount Olive Baptist Church, And yeah, let me give y'all a few more populated areas, like the Goucher College, and sort of all of those areas surrounding that. There is a tornado warning in effect for y'all. This tornado, if it is on the ground, which I believe that it is not, is headed towards the village of Vanderway, Northwind Farms, Northwind Village, the Pine Grove Middle School, as well as the disc golf course in Pine Grove and the Pine Ridge Swim Club, as well as Cross Park and the Andrea Playground, as well as St. Isaac Jones Catholic Church. This does also include a Gunpowder Falls State Park Central area, as well as Charles Hickey High School and St. Demetrios Creek Orthodox Church. Guys, if you haven't already, and if you're just now tuning in here, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're just now tuning in here, we are tracking this tornado warning in parts of Hampton, Lutherville, Timonium, Towson, Ruxton, Oakley, Kearney, Parkville, and all of those sort of areas in Maryland, and headed towards parts of Baltimore. Let's see here. All right. This has just now been allowed to expire, and we now no longer have any tornado warnings in effect for the whole United States as of now. So that is sort of our update here. Once this gets taken off of the overlay here, then it will switch back to just the severe warning scene as well, or other than the tornado warning scene. I do not control the scenes manually. It is all automatic, so it will switch back whenever it is needed. Yeah, so that's what things are pretty much looking like around the United States right now. I'll give a little briefing right now. We have 6 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for the United States as of now. So, yeah. I'll give a little bit of a look at all of our storms down here. This one down here in Louisiana was just producing a tornado not too long ago and just expired not too long ago as well. But is still got some strong to scattered winds. Nothing too crazy is occurring as of now though. But there still is, of course, all of these threats for tornadoes in the system up here close to the St. Catherine Creek National Wildlife Refuge, which was actually in this tornado warning not too long ago. So yeah, that is a little briefing of what is happening as of now. Let me go ahead and do one thing real fast to double check a few things. Thank you to the 3 people who just subscribed. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for all the following areas in that yellow highlighted area. Alrighty. So here's a little briefing of all of our storms in the United States as of now. We have a few storms scattered across Maryland, Pennsylvania, and all of these sort of smaller areas, bringing some moderate to heavy thunderstorms as well as some light to moderate rain, or some moderate to heavy rain showers. And this is pretty much scattered all the way down to parts of New Orleans, Louisiana, and ranges all the way up towards New York and Pennsylvania. If we go ahead and go take a look at our outlook here, our categorical outlook from the Storm Prediction Center here, this yellow highlighted area has the biggest threat for severe thunderstorms today. And then our tornado outlook here, which in the brown highlighted areas has a threat for the strongest intensity, as well as the areas in the black highlighted area with the dashes inside. And there is a little bit more tornado threats as we move down further south, including parts of southern Alabama, southern Mississippi, southern Louisiana, pretty much mid to southern Louisiana, and parts of the Florida Panhandle. If we take a look at tomorrow, we have no tornado threat for tomorrow. However, we do have a general thunderstorm risk for tomorrow, as well as a marginal risk ranging across much of the United States in the southeast. This will range from parts of North Carolina down through South Carolina, Georgia, and into parts of Tallahassee, Florida, all the way back up towards Wilmington, North Carolina, as well as parts of Jacksonville. And there's that general thunderstorm risk ranging from Virginia Beach down to Greenville, South Carolina, Atlanta. Parts of Atlanta, Georgia are included in this threat here, ranging all the way down, covering pretty much all of Florida. So this will bring with it the threat of some light to moderate rain showers, as well as some potentially light to moderate thunderstorms as well. If we take a look at our wind outlook for today, we do have a decent wind threat, especially for the red areas here. The red areas have a 30% wind threat, which is just out of 60, I believe. So there will be threats of potentially up to hurricane force winds of 74 plus mile per hour, and then the yellow area could have probably up to 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, and then the brown highlighted area could have up to 30 or 40 mile per hour winds surrounding the outside of all of these that I've just mentioned here. If we take a look at our hail outlook for today, the biggest threat for hail will be ranging from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, all the way down to parts of Cincinnati, Ohio, through West Virginia, through Maryland, and into parts of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania as well, including parts of Maysville, Kentucky, and all of those areas that I have just mentioned. A little briefing of what is going on in the United States as we speak right now. This is what things are looking like. We have some scattered thunderstorms in north central Alabama, as well as parts of southern Mississippi down to Louisiana. Our strongest storms as of now, I believe, are in parts of Louisiana. We did have a little tornado warning for Texas today, but we do have some scattered storms as well in parts of Texas as we speak. These are just some little scattered storms. They're trying to get fired up, and once they do, they will start to move off to the northeast. And more of the eastern sides of the United States, and will become their main tornado and storm producers as they move on into the Mississippi border and as they move on into the slight risk in parts of Alabama. So that is a little breakdown of what is happening right now in the southern United States. If we go back up to the northern United States, ranging from parts of Athens, Tennessee, all the way up through Tennessee, all the way up into even parts of Hayden, Kentucky. Including parts of Pikeville, Kentucky as well, and Ryan Hall's neck of the woods. This is what things will be looking like here. There's a scattered line of storms here, which could be producing some heavy thunderstorms as well as some damaging straight-lined winds and some hail. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning issued up here in Pikeville, including some damaging winds, large hail, and some severe storms. As we go further north, there is a whole bunch of scattered storms in parts of Maryland, Delaware, New York, New Jersey, as well as parts of Pennsylvania, and some scattered moderate to heavy rain showers in this red circled area here. And then this does range down all the way to parts of Lexington and Cincinnati are included in this threat that I've just mentioned. Let's move up. As we move off into the New England areas, there's just a whole bunch of scattered rain showers, no severe weather threat as of now. That's a little briefing of what is happening in the United States. For the eastern side of the United States, which is in the threats here for severe weather, if we take a look here at the northwest here, as well as parts of the Pacific Northwest, this is what things are looking like here. We have some scattered thunderstorms bringing light to moderate rainfall, and this is also inside of a blizzard warning and a few more blizzard warnings pretty much scattered all across Washington, the more western sides, and parts of eastern Montana. Alright, guys, sorry. My chat disconnected for a second there. I had to reconnect it. That's a little bit of your briefing on what is occurring in the United States as we speak here, live on the scene here, I guess you could say. We are 1 subscriber away from 215 subscribers. If you're tuning in here and you are not subscribed yet, be sure to smash that subscribe button, leave a like down below. We are 2 likes away from 10 likes. My chat keeps disconnecting, and I'm not sure why. Test here. Okay, maybe that will work. There. We have been live for just over 45 minutes now here in the Cruzan Severe Weather Center studio. I want to take a look here at some of these lines of storms ranging from parts of Pikeville, Kentucky, all the way down to parts of Athens, Tennessee here. We have a decent line of storms up here in Pikeville, which will be our main wind producers, as well as some just thunder and lightning producers here, which will pretty much give you a lightning show if you are in Pikeville, Kentucky, around Ryan Hall-y'all's neck of the woods, or if you are a Ryan Hall-y'all neighbor. As we move down into Tennessee and Oak Ridge down to Athens, this is a little look at what we've got going on. This does include parts of Knoxville. These will be some lightning producers here, as well as a little bit of hail scattered just in London, Kentucky, or London, Tennessee. Yo, what's up, Storm Chaser 575? Yes, I did just say neighbor. So yeah, that is a little briefing of what is happening in this line of storms here. We did have a tornado just produced in Louisiana not too long ago, up here in the more Marksville area, which does not have much rotation on it right now. There is a threat of some rotation that we could be seeing if this does decide to tighten up just north of Semisport here, as it moves on into the Mississippi areas. And crosses the Mississippi state line here. No debris in the air, just a little bit of contamination. And then, yeah, this will move into parts of Monticello, Mississippi, which is where one of our viewers are actually tuning in from, Catwoman, if you're still watching. I will give you a little bit of update here now. These line of storms have began to slow down after this tornado has been produced here, and they will probably hit you within the next hour or hour and 15 minutes here. They have slowed down significantly their strength. Not too long ago, they were moving north at probably about, I think it was 45 miles per hour, but now they're moving at about 25 miles per hour, meaning that they will approach your area slower, but there is still these storms just off to Natchez here, which could move up towards your area a little bit faster. I believe this is moving more northeast, however, so it will not move as east. So you will just get caught with a few of these little scattered storms here as it moves off into the northeast. Thanks for staying in the stream. So yeah, we have no tornado warnings in the United States as of now. We will continue to stay live, though, until another tornado warning occurs. I believe that our tornado threat really is just now starting to ramp up down in the southern U.S., including parts of Tennessee, even parts of Kentucky as well, and sort of down through Texas, Mississippi, and even into parts of more of the southeast as well. So if you are in this red area, your storms are just now getting started up as of now, and are sort of just going to become main tornado producers, especially in Mississippi and Alabama, as well as parts of Louisiana as we move on to the next few more minutes. A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for parts of Baltimore and Hartford, Maryland. So yeah, Jackson, Mississippi will be another threat for a special weather, or for severe weather. If we take a look here, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning issued just north of Natchez, in Louisiana here. We'll go ahead and take a look at our local radar here to see how strong this actually is here. We do have some pretty strong winds with this here, and if this sort of little winds going the opposite way does decide to sort of curve in here, this could be more of a decently strong threat for tornadoes as it moves up through parts of Medville, and even into Brookhaven. We'll take a look here at our special weather statement here for parts of Jackson, Mississippi. Here's a little look at it here. We'll swap over to this radar. This does include parts of Mendenhall, Maggie, Braxton, Delow, as well as parts of Puckett. And this does include the Blenville National Forest. Our main hail producers here will be in parts of Maggie, as well as this area here, which there is no city popped up as of now. And as we move further south in this, there is a little scattered supercell just out of this here in parts of Prentice, or just north of Prentice, which I believe could form a little bit of a tornado soon. If this line of storms here, or if this storm here down in Collins, just under my face cam here, does decide to sort of strengthen, then it will be a tornado producer as well, if it can merge with some rapid storm development here and sort of increase its strength. If you're just not tuning in here, we are tracking all of the severe weather across the United States. And yeah, so we're 1 subscriber away from 215 subscribers, and we are at 8 likes. Nothing crazy is happening right now. There is no tornado warnings in the United States as of now, but there is about 10 severe thunderstorm warnings issued for the whole United States as of now. There's 8 blizzard warnings back up here in the Northwest. We are keeping an eye on these and monitoring these storms off camera here to make sure that they don't get too crazy in winter storm-wise. So we are, like I said, continuing to watch these as they move through the next few days, or as they move, yeah, pretty much. We do have 6 tornado watches in effect, scattered all across this, and we have 11 special weather statements. Our main tornado watches are up here in parts of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, even into Maryland and Virginia. And then if we head back down here into Louisiana, pretty much the entire state of Louisiana is in a tornado watch if you're in this lighter yellow highlighted areas here. So yeah, give me just a second here. I'm gonna try and pull something up here real fast to sort of show y'all, I guess, for y'all to be able to see this in all of our active warnings here. So yeah, but yeah, that is sort of a main briefing of what is happening in the United States right now. We will take a look at satellite now to sort of see what our clouds are looking like all across the United States. This is not the one that I want to use. We'll use this one here. I guess. Actually, we're going to use this one. No, we're going to use this one. So it is beginning to get dark over here in the eastern United States. Well, actually, I'll re-highlight that. In the eastern United States, it is beginning to get dark over here. Still light in the western and central parts of the U.S. We will try to find some sort of sunset pictures for y'all in parts of these risks here. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull up this map for y'all to see all of our active sort of warnings. Give me just a second here, though, y'all. I will try to get this pulled up as fast as I possibly can here. It is taking me a second, though, just with the way I have to pull up this image to where y'all can see it full screen instead of on a whole sort of website here. But yeah, that's sort of a little bit of a briefing of what is going on in the United States as we speak. So yeah, sorry if I'm not looking at chat if anybody is commenting or chatting right now. So yeah, that is a little bit of a briefing of what is going on right now. And satellite is looking pretty cool, I guess you could say. Alright, chat, give me just a second here. I'm going to pull this up. Alrighty, here is a little rundown of our national hazards. Let me go ahead and zoom out to where y'all can see the whole thing here. This is as far as I'm going to zoom out here. However, just due to the limited zoom out, here. So yeah, this is a little bit of what we have going on right now. I'll actually make this a little bit smaller for y'all to be able to see it even better here. See if we can zoom out on the image here. Bro, this is taking forever. Here's a look at our national hazards, our current hazards around the United States as of now. This is what things are looking like here. So yeah, here is all of these scattered areas are winter storm warnings, pretty much covering the whole entire state of Nebraska, except for one county, and that is in the far, far northeast. This does range down through parts of, actually this is not a winter storm warning. This is a red flag warning, meaning that this is for fires. This does include parts of Colorado, New Mexico, parts of Oklahoma Panhandle as well, including parts of Kansas, and yeah. We do have a few wind advisories and wind watches and wind warnings in parts of Texas, and parts of Oklahoma as well, ranging into Nevada and all of those sort of areas. We have a few tornado watches scattered up through Pennsylvania and as well back in Louisiana. A few more wind warnings and wind watches and stuff like that up in the north, with a few blizzard warnings as well. That was all I wanted to take a look at for that. We will take a look back at composite reflectivity here. So yeah, music is a little quiet. Do you want me to turn it up? Do you want me to turn it up, SC? We do have a new special weather statement issued for Fayette, Alabama. This does range into parts of southern Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa is not included in the special weather statement here, but this is what it is looking like as of now. Here, I'm going to turn it up, I guess. Hold up. Make me work here. And go up just a few levels here. For Storm Chaser 575, because they can't stand it, apparently. Remember the skill discussion for 130 mile per hour tour? Now we'll take a look. Transition. There we go. So yeah, this does include parts of Kennedy, Barry, and all of these sort of areas here. Here's our mesoscale discussion number 0225. We will take a closer look at this in just a second here. Try to pull it up here. For now. Let's see if the Storm Prediction Center is posted on X. My bro says 6-7. When did I say that? Alright, so yeah. Nothing too crazy as of now. But those are sort of our highlights, guys. Give me just a second here. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. I apologize about that. My little brother needed something. But yeah, I'm not seeing our mesoscale description. Hold up, guys. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Had to check something out here. Pull up the skill discussion. Alright, here's a current look at our new mesoscale discussion here. Let me see if I can zoom out for y'all. That did not help a thing. Yeah, here's a little bit of our Storm Prediction Center mesoscale discussions for severe thunderstorms. We have one including parts of very southeastern parts of Louisiana, where that sort of makes that little L shape here. Sorry, just killed an ant. Yeah, but we do have another mesoscale discussion up in the north, including parts of West Virginia, Maryland, and the surrounding areas, as well as parts of Pennsylvania. Here is our mesoscale discussion number 225. This is what it is looking like right now. And then here is mesoscale discussion 224. But yeah, this is what it is looking like in the U.S. right now. Risk for a couple of tornadoes and damaging wind gusts may increase through 7 to 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time in association with developing supercells and organizing an approaching cluster of storms. Dude, I'm so sorry, guys. There's ants in my room here that I have been trying to attack for the past few days here. But yeah. See if I can get a better view here to where I'm not like just in the bottom of the screen here. W stream. Thank you, bro. Cracking open a little Z protein bar here. So yeah, if you are just now tuning in here, we are tracking all of these storms here. So. Why is this stream so tough? Why is what why? I didn't notice. Bro, hurry up and tell me. You're making me suspenseful here. If you don't hurry up and tell me, Storm Chaser 2005, what's making this stream so tough? I still don't know. What? What so? What? Bro, tell me. Waiting. We're watching this area of storm rotation up here, just too close to immediate. Oh, Storm Charger 575. It's so. Storm Charger 577. Why? You realize you can only change your name twice in 14 days. Just be careful. I know it wasn't the reaction. No, it's just a shot. Okay, somebody has accepted my follow request. Hold up. All right. So yeah, we are tracking this storm here. This is sort of my main concern for right now. So yeah, I do give briefings for your area if you would like to tell me what area you live in the U.S., and I'll give you a little breakdown of what you need to know for your area and what you should be expecting. Alright, so I am seeing some pretty strong winds here. Close to, in between Brookhaven and Fayette in the United States here. So, yeah, as well as parts of Meadville and Boudet. Say that. Here's our strongest line of winds here, though. This is including parts of Bowness, Elmo, Perth, and those sort of cities here. A well-known road is McCormick Road here. This is just close to Jefferson as well. Okay, this rotation is sort of just getting a little bit stronger here, as well as the threat of some very, very strong winds here. We will do a little bit of examining with our winds here. 50, 60, 80, 61.5. 138 miles per hour, guys. Holy crap. 138.7 miles per hour. I really don't believe that. But that is apparently a possibility. 142 mile per hour winds, guys. Very strong line of winds here, headed up towards Hazelhurst, as well as parts of Brookhaven and Wesson and Mississippi. We are watching these special weather statements down here in parts of Texas. With some scattered storms all around these areas. We are having a few little scattered storms starting to fire up here in the Texas area, as well as parts of Houston, which these ones down here moving up towards Houston will bring a pretty big hail threat. I'm honestly not sure why I set it so high. It could be true due to our wind threat here. I will head back over to that storm real fast and see where it is located in our Storm Prediction Center thing here. Storm Prediction Center Outlook. Just up here. It was this storm right here. Anybody remember where that? Oh, we got some strong rotation close to Meadville and Boudet here, or never mind, or Bude or whatever, which could honestly produce a tornado within the next 5 or 10 minutes here. Mark my word on that, and if I'm wrong, you can flame me in the comments for that. But that is some pretty strong rotation, if you ask me. We also have a little bit of a notch here just to the south of this. So as these enter parts of Mississippi, it will begin to move into its main tornado producer here. So I know, Catwoman, you are up here somewhere. Be watching out for this storm down here in Meadville. I'm pretty sure just about 30 minutes ago I said or so that the storms in Natchez, or however you say that once they move into Meadville, it will begin to sort of be a stronger tornado producer. That is exactly what we are seeing here, as this does have some pretty decent rotation just to the north of Meadville. Alrighty, guys. Drop something. Yeah, Monticello. It's headed up towards Monticello. It will probably just go north of you, but I believe that this could drop a tornado, if not get radar indicated within the next few minutes or so, as it heads through parts of Brookhaven and maybe even in between Brookhaven and Monticello. But you will definitely get some strong straight line winds on the lower side of this storm. Here is, yeah, these are the strong, holy crap. Here's looking at a different radar site here. We do have some pretty strong rotation due to the other radar site here. So we know that this is not just side-to-side contamination, as this is showing on both sides here. Here's where the Yoo-hoo. You want me to go grab one? I can go grab one if you want me to. Got some, just down the hall. Should crack a Yahoo today though. Yahoo. I'm gonna start calling it Yahoo now. Alright, give me just a second, chat. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink to help stay hydrated.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning has been issued, guys. Dude, I was downstairs and I heard it go off in my ear and I had to run back up here. Let me see where this tornado warning is at. Is this the one that said that would go tornado warning? No, not yet. Alright. Alright, guys, if you're just not tuning in here, we are tracking this tornado warning in parts of Morganza, Louisiana, headed up towards St. Francisville, as parts of Wakeville as well. It does have some decent rotation on it. Let's see if we have any cameras on this. Might have a has cam. No cameras pointing to this. Unless we have one a little bit further out. We have none that are going to pick up this storm. So yeah, here's a look at reflectivity here. There definitely is a little bit of a notch here. I might have mentioned this a little bit earlier. But this has sort of formed into a more like crazy looking storm, I guess you could say now, in velocity. And yeah, so if you are in any of the following counties I'm about to read out, you need to be taking shelter now. So If you are in southwestern West Felicia Parish in southeastern Louisiana, or northwestern Point Cuppy Parish in southeastern Louisiana, please take shelter now, guys. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. This is a very rain-wrapped tornado. Do not wait to see or hear this tornado. You need to take cover now. This is not on the ground as of now, but that does not mean that there is not the threat of this being on the ground within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. I honestly believe that this will be dropping a tornado to the ground in not too long. There is no signs of debris from the storm as of now, but this will be a very rain-wrapped tornado here. This does bring with it some pretty strong winds, and as well as hail of up to 0.75 inches in diameter. We have been streaming for an hour and 21 minutes now, guys. So if you haven't already, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, and be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. All it does is sort of helps get the stream out to more and more people. Also, you can share the stream with your friends and family via the share button in the bottom, just close to the like button, and you can share with friends and family to help spread weather awareness and get this word out here, guys. If you are in this tornado warning here in parts of Louisiana, please take shelter now. You are in a tornado warning, and I believe this could drop a tornado to the ground soon. I'll go live for this. All right. This has got some strong rotation as of now. And it is looking pretty crazy, honestly. Alright, if you don't mind, I'm going to run to the restroom real fast, and I will be back. I'll see you in just a second. Alright, I know it was muted, storm just frozen up. Okay, I don't know why this says observed tornado warning here. Let me switch that manually because sometimes it goes crazy. But yeah. Alright, so this does have...
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay, this has been updated here. This includes Point Cuppy and West Felicia, Louisiana. Alright, let me check something real fast. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, just as of an hour and 20 minutes ago, a 105 mile per hour EF1 tornado has been confirmed. That touched down today south of Little Rock, Arkansas. Alright, guys, hold up. Alrighty, guys, I am on a call right now, so if I mute my mic for a few minutes, that just means that I am talking. So, yeah, here we go. This is still radar indicated as of now. Does not mean that this will not be observed soon, but this is a look at our live radar right now. It's still got some pretty strong rotation on it, just north of Lakehore, and is actually some pretty decently sized rotation, ranging from parts of Viva all the way up through Lakehore. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and crack open a Yoo-Hoo here. So, I'm going to shake it first because Yoo-Hoos are just weird like that. Alright, here is our Yoo-Hoo now. First Yoo-Hoo of the stream here. Tilt the camera back towards me. Alright, here is the little Yoo-Hoo here. Here's the actual Yoo-Hoo cracker. No severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. But yeah, here's a look at our tornado warnings right now. We're at our tornado warning here in Louisiana. It is posing a pretty big threat for a tornado to touch down soon. Alright, guys, so it's a little bit of a briefing of what is happening right now. The United States is pretty calm. However, that being said. Alright, let's check chat again. Where's the new tour? It's in Louisiana? I don't see it, yeah. It's in Louisiana. What's up, bro? Where did you go? I went somewhere. I know. I went to the restroom. Yo, welcome back in, Legacy. For all those people just now tuning in here, we are tracking a potential tornado to drop down on the ground soon in Louisiana, including parts of Morganza, just to the west of St. Francisville. It does carry with it some pretty strong rotation, though, with some winds probably upwards of 60 or 70 miles per hour. It does also have some hail inside of it. Do I make my thumbnails? Thank you. What I do, I make them through Adobe Lightroom. I tried to switch to Canva just due to the amount of money. I start off in Adobe Lightroom, but I mainly do it through Adobe Photoshop. I adjust the lighting of like all the colors and stuff through Adobe Lightroom to make the colors stick out more, but in Adobe Photoshop I can add all the sort of glow to all the circles that I draw, or the highlighted areas. I draw all the highlighted areas manually. We just hit an hour and a half on the stream here, so we've been live streaming for an hour and 30 minutes, or 89 minutes. So yeah, If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. How do you highlight the areas I'm covering? I'm manually drawn based off of the SPC Outlook. Like, I'll take a look at the SPC outlooks here, including like including the severe weather outlooks. That's what I usually base it off of, and then I will take a look at our tornado outlooks too, in case I had a darker highlighted area in one of the areas that I highlight, but I usually don't do that anymore. Alright, hold up, guys. Just quick swing. This tornado warning has been updated here. I'm sure it will pop up on the screen soon. But yeah, this now remains in effect until 7:45 p.m., which is for another 15 minutes or so. For South Central West Feliciana and Central Point Cabay parishes. These words are really hard to talk about right now. Take cover now, move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows, and if you are outdoors in a mobile home...
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, there's the update. This cluster of thunderstorms is capable of producing tornadoes and widespread significant wind damage. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. We highlight the areas without them hiding the city lines. I make it transparent. I have a map that I go by, and then I just adjust the transparency of the highlight to show these state lines. Let's see here. All right. So yeah, that is a little bit of a briefing of what is happening right now. The rotation is sort of starting to fall apart, so this will most likely not be dropping a tornado on the ground. No promises, though. We are keeping an eye on it, but it is sort of starting to fall apart now. I'm sure they will re-update this tornado warning for an extended probably mile or so, but if they do not, then this will expire in 13 minutes, unless they expire it manually and just sort of like remove it, I guess, cancel it. This was issued because about 4 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, whenever this was updated, a severe thunderstorms capable of producing both tornadoes and straight-line wind damage were located over Morganza, or 8 miles northwest of New Roads, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. So this is moving at 30 miles per hour. It does pack the threat of some damaging straight-line winds, as well as some decent-sized hail, of up to maybe even golf ball-sized hail. And so, yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this tornado warning just gets canceled here. But we do have a mesoscale discussion. This is mesoscale discussion number 0225. This was issued 1 hour ago and expires in 41 minutes. The peak tornado intensity is 100 to 130 mile per hour winds, with a peak tornado intensity of 100 to 130 miles per hour. And the peak wind gust was 55 to 70 miles per hour. Peak hail size could be up to 1.25 inches, which is just a little bit bigger than a golf ball. So yeah. This is moving towards Cat Island National Wildlife Refuge. So yeah. All right, hold up, chat. All right, we are back. Here, let me open up the webcam right here. Let's go grab something. Run and double check something. Hold on. Yo, welcome in, Pete. Okay, hold on. Thanks. Where do you get the overlay that shows the top warning?
A new tornado
top
warning
left?
has been issued.
You're talking about the top left? I did that all manually. I just created it and then it swaps scenes. Once it swaps scenes, I have it set as an auto scene swapper here, so I have it coded especially. Hold up. I could manually update it. I can do that if I wanted to. But I have it set to where it's a special code that I made to where it will automatically. I gave a little code thing access to my scenes and stuff, and then it can switch them manually whenever a tornado warning is issued with the help of AI. Yo, welcome back in, Team Titan here. We've been live for almost an hour and 40 minutes, guys. So if you haven't already, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. What up, guys? Alright, chat, we're back. Okay, this tornado warning has been extended through parts of new roads. This is actually moving towards the southeast, this tornado is. Okay, so there is a little bit more rotation here. I wonder if this is observed or just right around here. So yeah, here we go. Hold up, guys.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alrighty. So guys, I was talking to Discord. So yeah, here we go. This is still pretty much a pretty decently strong tornado. It is not on the ground. This is still radar indicated here. But yeah, let me check my chat real fast. You have permission to use Hazcams? Hazcams, I don't think they really care who uses them, honestly. I have met a few of the people who run with Hazcams, including James Spann with the Alabama Weather Network. And I don't really think they honestly care who uses Hazcams. There is those pickier people who stream some who stream on YouTube and Twitch and stuff and do live like webcams. Who doesn't like it? They have terms and conditions. Well, I don't really think they're gonna care too much, but I don't ever read terms and conditions. Just agree to them. So yeah, here we go. But yeah, there is still a little bit of rotation on the storm. I believe just based off of reflectivity, it's in this area somewhere here. But it, yeah, okay, pretty close. But. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, so we've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes as of now. So if you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are tracking this tornado warning in Louisiana for those of you who are just now tuning in. Still does have a little brief sign of rotation here, nothing too severe though. We do have a little bit of a storm here starting to fire up near Columbia, Mississippi. So yeah, there's just a few little scattered storms starting to fire up. These will probably merge into a more severe storm as they move on up towards the northeast and will intensify in strength. Alright, guys. Take a look back here at our tornado warning here, which expires in 30 minutes. Our other tornado warning for parts of O'Neill, Oxford, Zion Hill, Eunice, Oxford, Busy Corner, and all those sort of areas has been allowed to expire. So if you are in this area, you will be allowed to get out of your safe place now. This does bring with it some pretty strong winds, as well as some decent rotation here, honestly. It is getting stronger by the minute, I believe, here. But just like by every scan here, which is every minute, so it's getting stronger by the minute here. And is carrying with it some damaging straight line winds, as well as a decent amount of rotation. So if you look up in the sky, the storm will be rotating. I don't believe there's anything dropping down to the ground right now. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Legacy. You have a great night, too. Just new scan. A new scan has just came in. It is still packing with it some damaging straight lines winds, with some pretty strong rotation. Some slight rotation. I wouldn't say it's very strong, but it's definitely there. This does include Macomb, Magnolia, East Fork, Hebron, Thompson, Hustler, Brookside, however the freak you say, Tangapauha, Kirkville, Charlie Kirkville, Beartown. I did not say that. I did not just say that. Kirkville, McLevin, Quinlevan, Fernwood, Beartown. If you are in any of these cities that I just mentioned, or you know that it is really close to you, you are in a tornado warning. So yeah, please take shelter now. For me. No, I didn't. Storm Chaser. Definitely never did that. Would never do that from you. For you. What? I never did that to you. It's sort of turned into a notch here, but we'll continue to bring with it some damaging straight lines. Speaking of Discord call, you better join the Discord call. I don't know. It's lucky not something to brag about, but join my thing. I'm not in your stream, but I will check it out. Sure what just happened, guys. Alright guys, hold up. Guys, sorry, I'm trying to get WeatherWise to load back. There we go. Yeah, Storm Tracer 5005. If you can hear me, please join the Discord call on your server. All right. This is still a tornado warning and expires in 24 minutes for parts of Point Couplet and West Felicia, or Feliciana, Louisiana. All right. So there is still some decent rotation here. So it is beginning to fall apart here, but does pack with it some damaging straight line winds and stuff like that. I'm watching a few things like this, but yeah, this area here is pretty much our main pack for
A new
damaging
tornado
straight line
warning
winds.
has been issued.
A new tornado warning has been issued for Mississippi. We will head over to that as soon as it pops up on. Okay, it actually does not have just been updated, unless there's another one. So yeah. I'm watching all this rotation right here as it looks pretty severe. If you're just not tuning in here, we are tracking this tornado warning in Mississippi here. So if you are in McCombs, Magnolia, parts of Mick 11, Irene, Mixon, Glading, Quinlivan, Fernwood, Beartown, Kirkville, Oakland, or Macomb, please take shelter. We do have a new tornado warning just north of this, including parts of Ruth, Bristerville, Topeka, JS, Verna, Brister Store, headed towards Wilkeson as we speak now in Mississippi here. Does have some pretty strong damaging straight line winds, and that tends to be a common thing for all of our storms here. This is pretty much all of a straight line here, I guess you could say, of winds.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So we have an updated tornado warning. Okay, cooking cooking supper now, and have 4 kids. Please keep me updated on the town of Monticello, Mississippi. I got you. Here, I'll give you a little breakdown right now. You do have a tornado warning just to your south, so please be watching these storms. Make sure to stay in the video here. Make sure all of your kids and you do y'all have a safe place? If so, please be ready to run to that anytime here, as this line of storms that is heading up towards you has had a history of producing a few tornadoes. Not saying this to scare you or anything, but there is 2 tornado warnings just to your south as of now. But if you have a tornado shelter, please let me know in chat. If not, we need to find out a safe plan for you. So, Catwoman, do you have a safe place at your house or a safe place just outside of your house? Okay, I will say these tornado warnings just to your south, though, are packing some pretty strong, damaging winds in some lighter terms. You are in a severe thunderstorm warning as of now. And you have a tornado possible tag. Just the bathroom. All right, make sure that's on an interior room on the lowest floor of your house, please. But yeah, so we need to be prepared to go to that bathroom. Not as of now, guys. I'm not trying to scare you or your family. If your family can hear me or so. But I am saying, I will say that there is some damaging winds in these line of storms that is headed towards you. Again, not saying this to scare you or anything like that. Just a little bit of a threat here for some strong winds. That will be your main threat for today. With some pretty strong rain here. I am watching a little bit of rotation just to your north here, which will miss you. Hopefully none of this will even get close to you. It is obviously pretty close to you, but I hope none of this will get really close to you or anything like that, because I care about all my followers a lot, because you are a supporter of the channel here. But there is some strong winds headed towards you. This will probably breach your area within the next 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes or so. I'm going to say at least 5 minutes. And you should be getting into some lighter rain bands now. So yeah. Tornado warning, which expires in 1 hour here. And this does include McCombs, Summit, Sartonville, China Grove, Topsaw, Bridges, Dinan, and Salem, Mississippi. As well as even as far south as parts of Martin and Falls. Just know that I am watching your area very closely, Catwoman, so. New severe thunderstorm warning for all of those areas in that yellow box in the bottom right corner. We have been live for 2 hours now, guys, doing some live coverage. So if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like down below on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning. This might have been the updated one that I was talking about. There's a thunderstorm warning. My mom is about 7 minutes south of Monticello. Oh, she might be in a tornado warning. Let me measure here. Monticello. We'll go from the center of Monticello. So yeah, this is just about 7 miles out, which I'm pretty sure it takes like a minute a mile, just depending on how fast you were going. Your husband is in that? Oh, please tell your husband to get in his safe place if you have contact with him. Alright, guys. For those of you wondering why we are watching these storms moving on into Monticello is because I have a viewer in Monticello, so I'm trying to keep her safe and updated. To urban area above Tylertown. Okay. Your husband is just at the end of this tornado warning. My main concern for this tornado warning, the main threat that they're talking about is more way to the west now, close to McCombs and Summit. But we'll be moving towards your husband's area later on, within the next 15 to 20 minutes. He's at the Dollar General Market. We'll tell him to be aware of this. If you have contact with him, and make sure he is like aware of this, like I said. So you might have some lighter rain bands piercing your area right now in western Monticello. The heavier rain bands will be in the purplish area. The velocities are not too crazy, but there is still some damaging straight-lined winds in this threat. There is some pretty strong rotation, honestly, just to the north of where your husband is at right now. So, yeah, there is some strong rotation as well. You just got a new severe thunderstorm warning issued for your area, Monticello. So I'm sure your phone might go off saying that you're in a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm not sure if they do that anymore or not for the severe thunderstorm warnings. But there is a decent area of rotation just to the west of Magnolia here. Our main squall line of winds here are ranging up from your north close to New Herban, all the way down to parts of Magnolia. Mainly stops the McCombs area though. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for the following areas in that yellow highlighted area. No rotation here. Not as of now, but we could be watching this area here. Not saying that that is going to turn into rotation or anything like that. But there is a threat of a little bit of a notch here. Which is not very strong rotation or anything like that, but it still poses a threat. I will continue to be live as these storms move through your area. Take a look back down here at our tornado warnings up here further south in Mississippi here. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest here. Tell your husband to stay down in the Dollar General area.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. Catwoman, there is a brief area of rotation just to your south. Just towards the southwest here. Of your area. I am keeping a close eye on this. And I will let you know if you need to run to your safe place or not. So, yeah. Yo, welcome back. And Miles, I don't know why the tornado's like this. So much. Yeah, well, I mean, you are in prime Tornado Alley here. Not prime Tornado Alley, but you are included in the new Tornado Alley here. It has shifted. It has not been absolutely removed. Yo, welcome in, Xylon. I would look down at these tornado warnings, but I'm trying to keep a viewer updated in Monticello. This area of rotation is down here close to Harmony and Fair River, just a little bit to the northwest of center. Okay, the new tornado warning. It is just to, it is in Topeka, JS, and Tilton is an updated tornado warning. I will say this could be dropping a tornado soon. So tell your husband that if he's not already on his way back up to stay in Darbun, just so that way he doesn't get hit by this line here as it moves on more to the more eastern area. In the center, Harmony, Fairview area, or like Fair River, or the Tilton, Topeka area. Hold up. All right. Oh, I'll keep her updated. Storm for 2005. Trust me. I ain't gonna let a viewer down. Okay, the area of rotation is not as strong just to your southwest now in Monticello. But I'm still going to be watching it just to make sure. But I will say that area close to just past Jais and moving on towards the east, up towards Tilton, does have a decent area of rotation. Okay, you are probably getting punched by some rain right now. There still is a broad area of rotation. It is not as strong as it was earlier, so don't be worrying about this right now. This might get radar indicated tornado warning. If that does happen, you will have to go to your safe place. But hopefully that does not happen for you and won't happen until it just gets past you at least. But there's still other people just this way. So hopefully it doesn't happen at all. Or if it does happen, I don't want it to hit a viewer. I don't want it to hit anybody else, but I don't want to hit a viewer or Mama 4. So I will. Yeah, it has started to weaken here, but we are still watching it. in case it does decide to get stronger. We will be watching the next scan here. Waiting for the next scan to come in. Should come in really soon. Thank God. Yeah. I'm watching it right now closely. As well on another monitor here in my studio to make sure that this will not hit you hard. I'm watching it on like 3 different radar stations here, so don't worry.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
What is this for? Hold up, guys. I'm trying to wait for this to... Be prepared to, honestly, but you don't have to just a second. This rotation is beginning to weaken here. Just further south, though. You could wake your 3-month-old right now if you want to, honestly. Just to help you get into your tornado safe faster. This area of rotation probably will be moving over you really soon. Okay, it's pretty much on top of you now, but it is not a tornado at the time, so you should be safe right now. With our latest scan, it is pretty much on top of you.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
The tornado warning for parts of Louisiana. We will head down there. Nothing too crazy. Just some strong straight line damaging winds. I'm trying to watch this one up here though, since there is a viewer. For those of you who are just now tuning in here, if you have a request for your area, I can come check it out. Anyone in the chat, but I am watching this area of rotation here for my viewer, just in case it decides to do something. I know you're probably getting hit with some light rainfall. Once this light rainfall punches through, it'll continue to get a little bit heavier. The further, the longer it takes to get towards you, the rain will get heavier. And once you get through this heavy rain band, which probably lasts for about 15 to 25 minutes or so, then you will be in a light rain band here. Sometimes it'll be moderate rain. Then you'll get hit with a few more rain showers later. I will go live if something happens for your area, if I can. You will get hit by some pretty strong winds, honestly. So be prepared for some strong winds. You will definitely hear the strong winds outside from the inside of your house here. But we are still watching this sort of area of rotation here. I'm sure the light rain is sort of starting now, and you are starting to hear some of the winds here in Monticello. Swap over here to a different radar site. It is still showing a little bit of rotation here. But otherwise, our other radar site is a little bit closer to your area. And it is still showing some pretty strong winds. So yeah, within the next 5 to 10 minutes, you will start getting some decently strong winds. This will not cause too many threats, maybe up to 50 mile per hour winds potentially. Let me take a look at some of the winds that we have right now. 69, 80 mile per hour winds is the max that I'm seeing, honestly. But yeah, this will be potentially hitting you within the next few minutes or so. But the 80-mile-per-hour winds are maybe just moving north of you. You might get hit with some 40 to 50, maybe even 60-mile-per-hour winds in your area as this moves through you, like right over you. If you're just now tuning in here, we are tracking some storms in all of Mississippi here. We have some strong rotation over Topeka, sort of just north of Sartonville here. And yeah, it does have a decent area of rotation here, as well as some damaging straight-line winds. That is sort of our main threat out of the system here, ranging all the way up from parts of New Hebron all the way down to Magnolia. Our strongest area of rotation here is down here in just north of Sartonville over Dummy Line Road. This does extend through parts of Price Road as well here, but I'll check back and look up here at where one of the viewers is here in Monticello. So you're getting into the heavier rain band right now. This will last for a solid 10 to 15 more minutes or so. Okay, read. Oh. Sorry, someone texted me. That friend did not want me to go to school with him. Check that chat here. I see a new tornado warning near Monticello. Okay, no. Don't listen to him in chat. Don't listen to Storm Charger 575. Or Storm Charger 577. No really rotation over Monticello. Maybe just south of Monticello. But yeah. You mean what? I really don't think that's going to be a tornado warning, Storm Charger. Say it in my chat a little. I have audio muted basically. Say what? Say it in your chat. Versus however you spell it. Alright, Catwoman, I will say you are in an area of moderate to heavy rain right now. Probably on the heavier side of things. This will last for the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. I don't think that this will go into a tornado warning. So if you've already woke up your 3-month-old, that's not my issue for putting her back to sleep or putting him back to sleep or whatever. I did not tell you to wake her up, wake him up, wake it up. But I know some people find that mean by me calling it, but I don't know if it's boy or girl. So you don't have to tell me that either. But yeah, this is pretty much moving off of you. No tornado warning for you. But it will be moving on into the heavier rain bands over the next few minutes or so. Alright, for those of you who are just now tuning in here, we are tracking this tornado warning down here in Mississippi as well, as the one up just north of Tylertown, and the one south of Monticello. None of these are too crazy as of now. As these move on into Columbia, their damage threat will sort of start to slow down. So yeah, none of these are confirmed tornadoes, meaning that there is no tornadoes on the ground. This basically just means that there is a radar indicated tornado warning, meaning that we have seen some rotation on radar here, and not over IRL, in real life. No tours on the ground that we know of. Yeah. Not sure if you can hear me or not. Alright, but Catwoman, you should be pretty safe now. You've gotten through these strong winds here. You might get a few more scattered to strong winds coming in from Brookhaven. But you will be going through some heavy rain for the next 5 minutes or so. And then we will get into the lighter rain bands and some moderate rain soon. Maybe a few heavy rain showers. I will be posting. If you need to be updated on something, whether that be through my community page, okay. A new tornado warning has been issued for parts of eastern Monticello, so it barely missed you, honestly. Okay, I'm not sure if you are in this or not, Catwoman, but if you are, please take shelter now. If your phone just went off, I'm pretty sure you are on the western side of Monticello. But if you are in this, please get in your safe place now. Get to the bathroom as fast as you can, if with your kids or not. I'm not sure if you are in this or not, but please get to your safe place if you are in this. I'll let you look at it. Already in the bathroom? All right, good. Are you included in this tornado warning? Let me know if you are, please.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright. You can leave my stream up here. I will continue to be giving you updates for your area. I think it is east of me. I think it is too. But please stay in the bathroom until I tell you.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Make sure to keep the stream up here. You shouldn't lose power or anything like that. This is a radar indicated tornado warning. So there is no tornado on the ground here. I think you did make a good decision to go ahead and wake your 3-month-old up. But yeah, there is some damaging straight line winds headed towards Silver Creek and Prentice. Hold up, guys. Alright, I'm back. So, please stay in your safe place for now. Catwoman, you already lost power. Hopefully your power will come on soon.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
It's just been upgraded here, and one of them has just been allowed to expire. So yeah, you will be getting some pretty strong winds with some heavy rainfall on the lighter side of things here. You might have a chance of some 0.75-inch hail, maybe up to golf ball sized or bigger, but nothing too crazy here. But please stay in your bathroom for now. For those of you who are just now tuning in here, I'm not going to be getting off of this one right here. I'm not going to be getting off of this storm right here as a viewer is without power. The adrenaline is rushing right now, guys.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
For Lawrence County, Mississippi, there is a tornado warning in effect. I'm glad that this is not hitting you, Catwoman. This does, because this is bringing with it upwards of 100-mile-per-hour winds, just in Silver Creek and Prentice. PDS tornado warning. Okay, we now have a PDS tornado warning, guys. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Holy crap. Hey, sorry, Catwoman, but I'm gonna have to take this off of you for just a second. Now we have a PDS tornado warning in effect.
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
Holy crap. We can see a debris signature on the storm right now, guys. This is not good. If you are in this PDS tornado warning, please take shelter right now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. This was just now issued, and according to all of these things, we can see rotation on this storm, as well as a CC drop, meaning that there is debris showing up on the radar here. Please get in your safe place as soon as you possibly can, guys, if you are down here. I will be continuing to watch your area up here for you, Catwoman, but you should be getting through this soon with the heavier rain here. Stay in your safe place for a solid 5 more minutes, if you can do that or so. I would say stay in there for at least 5 more minutes or so before you can head back out, before this fully moves off of you. But hopefully you're staying safe there. I have to cover this down here, which is a PDS tornado warning. Get back to it. All right, this is just to the north of Baton Rouge here, including parts of Tengipo, Chesbrow, Fluker, Arcola, Roseland. Y'all are in a PDS tornado warning. This is a level 3 out of 4 tornado warning that we can get here. The only thing that can come after this is a tornado emergency. If you are in this is a particularly dangerous situation here, and will cause damage to anything in its path. This is a radar confirmed tornado on the ground here, including a debris signature here. So yeah. We do have a debris signature on radar, like I have said here, meaning that there is unmeteorological items in the sky on radar here that is visible on radar. The rotation is beginning to fall off here, but it's still a very strong tornado here, and is on the ground. Low-key just opened up freaking code. Okay. Alright, so this does have some pretty strong rotation here. And we need to be keeping an eye on this right now. Yeah, so we are seeing a debris signature on radar here, guys, meaning that there is literally some unmeteorological items flying in the sky right now, meaning that there is a tornado on the ground just to the west of Tangipahoa in Mississippi. Take a look back up here. Let's see where you at. Okay, you should be good up here, Catwoman, to get out of your safe place. Wait a solid 2 more minutes or so. Whenever this moves fully off of you, I believe you should be fine to get out of your safe place. However, just to be safe, I'd rather have you safe than sorry. So wait a solid 2 more minutes or so. I will tell you whenever you can get out of your safe place safely. We are still watching this tornado, we are still watching this tornado on the ground here in parts of Louisiana, guys. This is a PDS, or not parts of Louisiana. Actually, it might be. Yeah, in Louisiana here. If you are in Tangipahoa, Louisiana here, please take shelter as fast as you possibly can. This is a large and violent tornado on the ground.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning. So yeah. If you are in this tornado warning, get in your safe place now, guys. This is a large and violent tornado on the ground, headed straight towards the town of Tangipahoa, Louisiana here.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Alright, guys. guys, trying to load something up real fast here. Okay, hold up, guys. Let me do one thing real fast here. Alright guys, so if you are in this, please take shelter as fast as you possibly can. I just updated the stream title here, so that way if anybody sees this stream again, that they will know that there is a PDS tornado warning with a tornado on the ground. Thank you.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
This PDS tornado warning has just been updated here. So yeah. Here's a little bit of an update here. The Kankakee tornado from yesterday, which has now been rated an EF3, and they are still examining it and think it could be upgraded to an EF4 maybe. It went tornado emergency yesterday. Last night, whenever I was covering it, up there in Knox, Indiana. We'll see what this debris signature looks like from different areas, and what the radar looks like.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
This has been updated here, I believe, unless this is the new one here. Yeah, this is a new tornado warning. Starts in 27 minutes for parts of Amite City, Mount Plier, Independence, and just to the west of Tick Fall, as well as parts of Georgeville and Roseland in Louisiana, as well as that PDS tornado warning, which is no longer PDS anymore. I believe it. So yeah, it is now apparently radar indicated according to WeatherWise. There went my scene. Yeah, it's now radar indicated here. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look back here for Catwoman here in chat here. Well, where'd it go? Okay, you are good to get out of your safe place now, Catwoman. You can get out of your safe place now. All of your family can get out of your safe place now. Everything should be fine for your area as of now. This has moved off of your area and will now be moving more towards the east, towards bigger places like Prentice, Carson, and Batesville. Good.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
We have just gotten confirmed that this tornado is back on the ground, and it will be going observed pretty soon here. Hopefully, we now have news that this is on the ground, like I have just said, and will hopefully go observed really soon. We could potentially have some twins, some twister here, some twin twisters, I guess you could say, some twin noodles. Well, I'm glad you are out of your safe place and now safe, Catwoman. What about the Darburn area again for my husband? Good. I will check that out for you right now. Let me go ahead and remove this drawing here and head up there. Is this now observed? Yeah, it's observed. The warning overlay has not caught on to it. There we go. Good job.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Let me take a look at your area. Sorry, I got distracted here. Darbin. I believe it's just down here. Pilot down there. Okay. Your husband should be good. He is still in a tornado warning here. But he should be good for now. I believe that he is still issued in a tornado warning, but everything should be moving off to his sort of more to his east now and more off into the northeastern areas. So he should be good to make that drive back up to you. If he is wanting to do that, just tell him that he will be able to. He will be punching some pretty strong rain here within the next few minutes. If he wants to wait within the next 25 to 30 minutes here, then as he heads back up towards Monticello, he won't have to punch through much heavy rain here. But this will also be a little bit of moderate heavy rain showers here. I think it is definitely drivable. Visibility will just be a little bit limited, especially since it is getting dark outside. If he does decide to travel though, just make sure he does have his headlights on. And he should be good. Okay, this tornado warning down here is observed, like I have just mentioned previously, just north of Roseland here. This was PDS not too long ago, but is now observed, and we could have potentially twister tornadoes on the ground here, some twins, maybe. We do not have any cameras on this, I don't believe. I will double check. If we have anything pointing at this or a storm chaser. Yeah, we do not have a camera or a storm chaser on this storm here. Maybe I can get one pulled up in the background here real fast to see if we have a camera on this storm here. So yeah. Thing Alright. I'm gonna head down here to Mississippi. Alright guys, give me just a second here. This might be still in Louisiana. See here. I'm trying to find a live camera on this storm here, guys, so give me just a second here. I will say this is not as strong as it was recently. find the Louisiana traffic. There we go.
A new tornado warning has been
A
issued.
new observed tornado warning. Okay. We do not have any cameras on this one. Okay, so might be this one here too. But yeah, we do have a new observed tornado warning. Maybe this is the same one. Okay, just south of this, in an area that we were talking about earlier, which is in, let me see here. This is in Tangipahoa parishes. So yeah, in Tangipahoa parishes, we have a new tornado warning. So yeah, this is an observed, confirmed tornado on the ground here, headed towards Tick Fall and the surrounding areas. Okay, I'm not saying any CC drop. We'll go back a few scans. We could have had a little bit of a CC drop just 2 scans ago or 3 scans ago.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
For Marion County, Mississippi, a new tornado warning has been issued. This does expire in 1 hour. Thank you again. I'm gonna call my brother and papa and uncle. They're in Marion. All right, thank you. I appreciate you for tuning in, Catwoman. I hope you liked this sort of stream here, and are a new supporter of the channel here. I can officially say that you are my first viewer who was practically in a tornado warning on this channel here. So yeah, I appreciate you for tuning in here, and yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Tell your brother and papa and uncle about me. You don't have to do that. It was just a joke there. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, Catwoman. Stream's going to be ending here within the next 10 minutes, guys. I will send you all over to Storm Sister 575 stream later on. Like I said, we do have 2 observed tornado warnings as of now, or 3 actually now. 1 for Louisiana. Actually, they're all 3 in Louisiana. And then we have 2 radar indicated for. Let's see. Can we go interceptor in the dark?
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Hope the power comes back on soon. All right, so we do have 3 observed tornado warnings in Louisiana, as well as 2 radar-indicated tornado warnings in Mississippi. These ones up here in Mississippi are not going to be as severe as these ones down here in Louisiana, as the ones in Mississippi are just radar-indicated. There's no tornado warnings on the ground here. But as we move down into Louisiana, there is 3. Okay, one of them has gone down to radar-indicated. And then 2 more are observed.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
An updated tornado warning for Tangpahowie, or however you say that, in Louisiana, just to the west of Tickfall. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the stream. Except for we will just end in about 8 minutes or so. We just had a potential power flash in Columbia, Mississippi. So yeah. Okay, so this is in right here. Our camera has just gone down. Camera has just gone down in Columbia, which we might have seen a power flash on, but we cannot rewind it. So.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning for Covington, Mississippi, Forest, Mississippi, Jones, Mississippi, and Lamar, Mississippi. Alright, we still do have 2 observed tornado warnings, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 observed tornado warnings, meaning that there is a tornado on the ground, and 2 observed tornado warnings and 4 radar-indicated tornado warnings, indicating that there is at least 2 tornadoes on the ground in Louisiana, and then there is 1 radar-indicated tornado warning in Louisiana and 3 radar-indicated tornado warnings in Mississippi here. We'll take a look at those areas in Mississippi. Real fast, they are pretty much just including hold up. Okay, just making sure my viewer wasn't in this. Yeah, there is a bunch of radar-indicated tornado warnings for Mississippi. This is not going to be a good way to end off stream here, but I'm going to have to end off stream. I'll actually probably simulcast. Stormcast 5.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
There's that new tornado warning. Right about here. Alright guys, give me just a second. Alright, trying to see if I can get somebody else to talk. We are now down to just one tornado on the ground, guys. This is great. We now just have one observed tornado warning. Alright guys, give me just a second here. I'm going to try to pull up a picture of the power flash. If I can do so. This was our power flash from Columbia, Mississippi. So I'm fixing to pull up here. Give me just a second, guys. Trying to pull up a picture of our power flash here. Alright, here's a picture of our power flash that was just in Columbia, Mississippi, right before our camera went out. Meaning that the power most likely went out in this power flash here, in this area here. This was a pretty crazy power flash, honestly. Still have one observed tornado, meaning that there's a tornado on the ground. We're just now approaching. Okay. We might be down to all radar indicated tornado warnings. Once the overlay catches up to that, it will switch to it automatically here. I unfortunately cannot control them unless I control them manually, which I don't really like doing. Okay.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Once that little pop-up alert popped up. All right. So yeah, I'm fixing to simulcast Storm Chaser 575's live stream here for y'all to watch here. So yeah, it will be just him in the background here. See if I can add his audio here.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning. Alright guys, fixing to simulcast his stream. I hope y'all enjoy, and I will be back soon.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
here is a little bit of a live briefing of what is going on in the United States right now before we end off stream here. We do have a few scattered tornado warnings all across Louisiana and Mississippi. We actually have 4 in Louisiana and 2 in Mississippi. And none of these are on the ground. These are just sort of more radar indicated, meaning that there is rotation that has been sighted on radar here. I am seeing some pretty strong winds out of this as well. So yeah, that is sort of our main threat as of now. We check correlation coefficient. There is absolutely no signs of a debris ball or anything. There's some scattered unmeteorological items being picked up. However, there is no active debris sort of flying in the air as of now. That is pretty much all we have for today's video, and I will see y'all on the next live stream. Peace out.